Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a solo overnighter in a cold tent. So it's going to be a real fun time this evening. No hot tent, no wood stove, no hammock, just good old-fashioned tent camping. So I've already got the tent pitched right here. I'm on some very, very deep, fresh snow. So this is beautiful, cold, fresh, light, fluffy powder. It's going to conform to my body very nicely when I crawl inside of there, put some weight on my sleeping pad. I'm looking forward to that for sure later on this evening. But just to bring you guys up to speed, air pad, my sleeping bag, my clothing, and the tent is already ready to go. It is getting later in the day. This was a rather far hike to get into this location, so I need to get busy right away. So I think what I'm going to do is shed out of my wool layer, get my down jacket on, grab my saw, and go and collect a little bit of firewood, bring it back over here because I am going to be cooking over a campfire this evening, and I want to stay ahead of the fading light. So let's get some work done. Alright guys, I've got enough firewood prepped and ready to go to start the fire, and I am going to have to collect a lot more for later on this evening, but realistically, I'm in a forest surrounded by dead trees, both deadfall standing and deadfall on the ground, so I'm going to put pause on collecting firewood right now. That's squared away, I'm ready to go. I can collect the rest later on, but right now, I need a hot drink, so I wanted to relax for a few minutes. Inside my backpack, I did bring my alcohol stove, which is something I like to bring in the wintertime because it's reliable, it works really well. The fuel is readily available at pretty much any hardware store, really cheap, and it just works really awesome. It's nice and quiet, it doesn't disturb the peace in the surrounding area with a big jet kind of backpacking stove sound. It's just really nice and quiet, and I also pair mine inside of a twig stove to help with wind. So basically it helps a windshield and it helps the stove burn a lot more efficiently by funneling the heat right under my pot. And I can always use the actual twig stove as a twig stove if something were to happen to my alcohol stove or fuel. So I'm going to get all my stuff ready. I do have 1 liter of water with me. We're going to use some of that right now, get this propped on a couple pieces of wood behind me, and start on a hot drink. All right, guys, I've got my hot coffee on the go right now, and 2 thumbs up on that. Beautiful on a cold day just like this. And talking about cold, I should probably talk about the temperatures. It is negative 15 degrees Celsius right now. I know it doesn't look like it. I'm moving around sweating an awful lot, and I want to keep ventilated. I don't want to drenched in sweat. I don't want to be frozen throughout the night. So I'm just going to wear light layers for now and just play it smart. So that's why my wool sweater is inside. Keep that nice and dry. Save it for around the campfire for later on tonight to help protect my down layer. But right now, I do have to share something with you. The sun is setting just off camera. Golden light in the forest right now. Beautiful golden light. And this snow is super fluffy and just delicate. The most delicate snow ever. And it's just raining down through the trees, and it's going right through that golden sunlight, just shimmering all the way down to the ground. It's incredible. This is absolutely awesome. I love cold winter days like this, where the snow just stays cold. It's not wet, it's not melting, it's not sweating kind of weather. It's just nice, crisp, and cool, and everything just stays cold. So, hot coffee on the go right now. I'm going to enjoy this for a little while, and then it is going to be time to get that fire going and start on supper because it is getting late in the day. As I said, the sun is on its way down. Soon, nightfall will be here. So cheers, guys. Hot coffee. Alright, so with the campfire established, I do have a little bit more coffee left. I might as well heat that up and finish it up because I am going to need my pot for cooking supper. And I also need a couple of sticks because I am going to be cooking over top of the flames and with the alcohol stove both together. So let's get to work and get those sticks. All right, so what I've got going on for supper tonight is kind of a unique dish. It's going to be very flavorful and nice and hot as well. So what I've got is some red curry paste. I've got some basmati rice in there, which is already pre-cooked, so that'll cook up really nice and easily. I've got some green onion and some yellow onion in there as well. And I'm going to be adding 1 or 2 of those sausages that I have cooking over the fire, and then I can eat the third by itself or possibly save it for later. So I want to get this cooked up. I'm just keeping a very close eye on it so it doesn't boil over, because that will not be good. Get this all mixed up and have a nice curry soup with some rice and some sausages. I think that'll be really good for today. And I'm going to have to pull this off in just a moment because it looks like it is going to boil before that alcohol runs out. So let that do its thing for a moment. I did also bring another lid right here. So I have my 750 ml lid, which has my French press attachment, and that does come off, but then there's no handle to take the lid off. So I just brought a regular 750 ml titanium lid from another pot that I have at home, so I can place that on top and let it stand so it doesn't get cold or doesn't freeze over while I take it off the heat source. So it looks like that alcohol might actually burn out in the perfect amount of time, giving that a nice hot soup. And then I can cap it and let it sit while I slice up the sausages, get those in there, let it sit for a minute or so, and then enjoy. And I have my jacket off, if you guys are wondering. It is very cold. I could put my wool sweater on, which I'm going to in just a moment, but moving around and cooking and doing everything is still quite a physical exercise, especially moving the camera. So do get a little bit warm, and I can actually feel the heat from the fire from here. So, and I don't want to wear my down jacket because I don't want to burn any holes in it. Every down jacket that I've ever owned has burn holes in it, and I made myself a promise, not this one. So it's over by the tent nice and safe, and we're not going to burn any holes in it. And that alcohol is just about out, guys. So I think I measured that perfect, I would say. It did not boil over. It's nice and hot. That curry paste is definitely broken down and mixed in there very nicely. Let's give it a little sample while we're here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's a spicy one. Oh, yeah, that's going to be beautiful. All right, let's get this off. That alcohol just puffed out. And we'll cap it. Grab the sausage off the fire, slice it up, pop it in there, and enjoy some supper. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Huh. I love curry. Absolutely love curry. Red curry, yellow curry, green curry, you name it. I love it. This is a very strong curry dish, and it tastes amazing. Got some rice in there. Oh, my. So I don't know if you guys can hear the owl in the background, but there are a pair of owls hooting at each other. So I think we're going to have some company this evening, bumping around camp, and who knows, we might have some more company. We'll have to see what happens, but for now, this hot dish is calling my name, guys. This is definitely a meal worth cooking and eating in the woods. So cheers, guys. It's supper time. All right, guys, jumping inside of the tent right now, and it is absolutely freezing cold right now. So I got a couple things going on. It is negative 21 degrees Celsius right now, so I am itching to get inside of the sleeping bag and get totally bundled up. But I have a little bit of an issue. My battery bank is fully charged, and it is working properly. However, my USB light bulb is not working properly. Now, I plugged it in, I've cleaned out the USB port, I've tried everything here, and the only thing that I can think of is the wire is very, very, very cold, and unraveling it, I think it may have cracked internally. Now, I'm not terribly worried about it because I have 2 or 3 more of these at home, but it just kind of sucks right now because the lighting's terrible. I've got my headlamp literally propped on top of the camera lens, and that is all I can see right now is a blaring light in my face, so I have no idea what this looks like right now. But I'm down a light. So normally I'd hang that up top and light up the entire tent and have just a beautiful kind of scenery or a bit of a vibe, you know what I mean? But I can't do that tonight. So I'm going to be cutting this short inside of the tent because of that, but I will say it is very, very cold. The campfire is still crackling off to the side, if you guys can pick that up. And when I shut the light off, the whole tent glows with that campfire. So I'm very excited to enjoy a little bit of that glow. And basically, this is going to be it for the night. So I'm going to be inside of my sleeping bag. I'm going to jump in here, zip this up, get nice and warm. I do have a movie saved on my phone. You guys know that's how I decompress in the evening, watch a movie and just kind of relax, listen to the sound of the fire. Hopefully those owls will come back. I'll be able to listen to them as well. And that's basically it, guys. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll see you in the morning for coffee. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful morning out here sitting in front of this campfire with a nice hot cup of coffee on a freezing cold day. So last night was incredible inside of the tent. The wind did pick up a little bit and I could hear big chunks of snow landing on top of the tent. Other than that, it was a pretty uneventful evening. I did get to relax very nicely. The owls did come back up in the trees, so we had a little bit of friends bouncing around in the trees. Other than that, everything went really well. So waking up this morning, still at negative 17 degrees Celsius, so it is still very cold. Nestled right close to this fire is helping me warm up. My boots get unthawed a little bit. They were a little tough getting on this morning. But all in all, this is a great time, guys. So I'm going to relax right here, enjoy my morning coffee in the forest with this fire, and just relax. Cheers, guys. Alright guys, got everything packed away inside of the backpack. That actually went a little bit quicker than what I thought it was going to. I do have my gloves that I'm going to be wearing out of here tucked inside of my down jacket. Everything else is crammed in there. So I do have the addition of my camera bag, of course, which is kind of never shown in the channel, but I just bring a small camera bag. I wear that around my neck when I'm hiking, and then I put the camera down and do all that stuff. So other than that, everything is in there and it went really well. I had a lot of fun on this trip. Very cold. Had the campfire in the background to keep me nice and warm overnight and in the morning, which I still have to make sure is extinguished. I got to cover it with all the snow while I'm packing the camera away. So I want to thank you guys very much for joining me on this adventure and all of the other adventures. If you have any questions or comments, drop it down below, and also have a look in the pinned comment and in the video description for additional video links on gear and other adventures. So thank you very much, guys. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.